everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic day. This is Wednesday, and I've had a lot going on. No excuse for not doing a video. Just made other things priorities. And I haven't done one like this in a while, so I decided I was going to go ahead and do it. I got 3 tips for you for a better life. First thing is, be 100% honest with yourself and others. And what I mean by that is just like what I just said about it just hasn't been a priority doing a video. And constant grind. You know, you ask most people, and I'm not saying, and I don't have any desire to be, a big YouTuber, 200,000 followers or anything like that, so to speak. That's not my goal and aspiration. I have a tremendous amount of respect for people that have gotten there. I got a guy that lives around the corner from me. He's got 220,000 subs in there. And it is such a grind. It's such a hustle in the sense of, what it takes to actually build a channel. Just getting 5,000 subs was extremely difficult. My first year with the channel was, I think we did 265 videos in 1 year, something like that. It was almost a little bit better than a video every 2 days. And sometimes I made a video once a day for 30 days, But I say all of that to reiterate in the sense that just be honest with yourself as far as what it is that you want to do and where you're at with the process, okay? There's no sense in me telling you all that I want to be, this big YouTuber or anything like that, because I'm just not willing, pardon me, still early in the morning, I'm just not willing to put in the work. That's all there is to it, okay? Just not willing to do that, all right? I don't want to, that buddy of mine that lives around the corner, he does a video and he's into it for 5-6 hours doing editing and everything. I don't want to do that, Is it possible that, I could send the video to somebody else, they could edit it and everything, then send it back to me and everything? Sure, absolutely it is. It's just not my gig, okay? I'm just, my whole thing is, by my videos, I want you to become financially literate, okay? My experience has been is that once you're educated about your finances and you make some shifts in the way that you do things, life becomes a whole lot easier. And it also is one of those where you kind of blink your eyes and say, this is a lot more worthwhile. This is a lot more worthy. Just a lot more memorable, a lot better, so to speak, a lot more richer, fuller, however you want to say it and everything, because you're no longer having the stress of being under the gun with concern and having to do with money. And that's why I say being honest with yourself. And that's with taking ownership of everything, I got a new employee starting today. I'm going to meet him on the job site when he's supposed to be there, line him out, because I can't expect him to know exactly what it is that I'm thinking that I need for him to do. And so it's my responsibility. You just need to be honest with yourself, okay? Be honest and say, hey, this is who I am. This is where I'm at. That's what it's all about. Second thing is, learn how money works, okay? Start doing research. Educate yourself. Anything that's having to do with money, look at it, find out what it is. Funny thing, a couple years ago, Met a guy, he's got a lot, or it's not a lot, but a couple $100,000 sitting in the bank. And we had talked about doing him possibly being a private investor with me for doing a mortgage on a piece of property. Okay. And we were talking, oh yeah, man, this sounds real good and everything. And, my money's just sitting there. We're really not doing anything. And I explained to him the difference between poor, middle class, and wealthy. And, oh yeah, that sounds good and everything. And so he decided he did not want to do anything with real estate. And he's got his money now in it's making 5%. Anybody got an idea how much inflation's gone up? Yeah, about 12 to 15%. And so while he has stopped the bleeding, he is still bleeding. And unfortunately, this is one of the biggest situations with people, and why it causes them to not become wealthy. By all means, with the amount of money that this person makes, him and his wife, they should be extremely wealthy, but they're not, and they won't be, because they just choose not to. And again, if they were honest with themselves every morning that they woke up and said, we choose to be poor, we choose to make decisions to erode our money, and we really don't like having that many options and enjoying freedom money brings. Imagine if they said that every morning. Do you think that they would continue to go along in life doing and behaving in the same manner that they are? Probably not. They'd probably end up making some different choices. I would think that that might occur. And again, that would happen because of them being honest with themselves. Learn how money works, folks. There's a lot of investments out there, and the best thing that you can do is start investing 20 years ago. The second best thing today, start today, okay? In less than 10 minutes, you can have an online account set up where you can start buying stock. Doesn't take much. It's not rocket science. I've done it. There you have it, okay? It's amazing what a couple $100 invested each month consistently over time, in 10, 15, 20 years, what that looks like. Please ask yourself a couple of questions. Is there anybody that's in your life that you might end up taking care of when they get old? Parents, maybe, I don't know. Have you ever contemplated what the cost of a good nursing home is? My area, $7,000 for middle of the road. You want the real nice one? It's $150,000 to get started and get on the waiting list, and then it's about $12,000 a month. So let me ask you this: what do you have that's going to pay you $12,000 a month post-tax? That means after you paid taxes on it. What do you have that's going to pay you that much money when it comes time for you to be in a nursing home? If that's the choice that nothing that says that you have to have that. It's just if that's what you want. Think about it. Learn how money works. There's probably, if you had to, or if I had to pick one thing to do or one thing to excel at, or if somebody said, tell me one skill that you think is worth more than anything else, I would probably say that it comes down to people, networking. And the thing about it is that for the most part, it's going to be very difficult. And we'll just say, like, if you're just starting on your journey to financial independence, becoming richer, whatever, at first it's going to be very difficult to make contacts with people that are in a position that you would like to be at, okay? And the thing about it is that it's very, to be able to provide value to those people. The thing about it is that if you're just starting off, you really don't have anything that's of value. And I'll give you an example. And I do have something to bring to the table, okay? There's a guy in town that does granite, all right? And, you know, he's the guy that you call for granite counters, all right? Does awesome work, got a great reputation, huge business, got this real expensive machine that you put the piece of granite on it and the computer cuts it out. Very cool. Pardon me. I asked him about us getting together for lunch. And I said, I would like to take you to lunch. I'll buy your lunch and I'll pay you for your time. I'd like 1 hour of your time. Let me know what that is. Every time that I've done that, I have yet to have anybody say, my time's worth $200 an hour. I'm going to send you an invoice and then we'll schedule lunch. If it happens, great. I'm going to pay it. That's all there is to it. Okay? One, I've shown you that I respect you. Number two, I value what you bring to the table, and I've conveyed that message because I'm willing to pay for it. I am willing to add value. There's not a whole lot I can do for a granite person except for send them business, okay? I don't do a lot with granite myself. I'm not a granite installer, so again, not a whole lot of value that I can bring to this person, but I can learn from them. They have a business, okay, and it is thriving. They are successful. Regardless of the business, people want to always tell you, oh, my business is different. My business is different. Okay, well, if you get your business and you get paid from other people, then your business is virtually the same. I got paid last night for one of my properties. Signed a lease with somebody and they put the deposit down. They gave me the first month's rent. Okay, guess what that came from? A person. Imagine that. Food, granite countertops, housing, medical treatment. It all involves people. All right, we're in the people business. And it just has to be a product that somebody perceives as being valuable. I say all of this to, one, spend time with people that are in a position that you would trade places with. Number two, learn how to get along with others, okay? Now, I have some quirks about me. There are some things that people do that totally irk me. And I have had to really rein in that part of me that it shows displeasure when those qualities are present, okay? Nobody will remember exactly what you did. Virtually nobody. They will always remember how you made them feel. And the thing is that if people like you and they feel good being around you, they'll do business with you, okay? And that is so important. I have a saying, you can be rich or you can be right, but you don't get to do both at the same time. And the thing about that is that, again, you know, you need to remember, where does my paycheck come from? And it really did not take that much from me to shift the way that I looked at things so that we could benefit from a mutual relationship. I need to get paid. They need to make some things happen. All right. So this is what we do. And a lot of times people don't look at how is it that I'm behaving and what could I do differently. And I highly suggest that you do that. And even go and put yourself around people that are honest and say, what is it that I don't do that I could improve on, and see what they have to say. Those three things, they will help you out in life. Have yourself a very wonderful day. Be productive, be profitable. And if you want 15 minutes of my time, no charge, zero, send me an email with your phone number and I will give you a call. Have a wonderful day.